So this Apple Vision Pro, I've been like intrigued by this because there's been a lot of like attempts for this before with the headset, the VR. I know there's what is it? Meta has one. Even the Nintendo Switch I have like came out with something that you can make it so you put the Nintendo Switch on your face and it kind of looks like you're in VR mode. But this Apple Vision Pro is the first time I've seen like it looks like it just works really well and seamlessly.
I think it's gonna be the future of gaming. Honestly, like VR is still like in development, right? We're still on our early days of VR and AR. Like, those devices are gonna become like maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, that's gonna be the like the new trend. Games have been trying to do this as much as possible. Like immerse you as much as possible in the game. Like I remember in PlayStation, then you had like the controller, and the controller would like vibrate to give you the feeling of being in the game. And I think that these devices like Apple Vision, they do that job like 100 times better.
What I like about Apple is that they take their time to really perfect their products, and when it comes out, it usually works, and it kind of takes a leap to the next level. And that's what I'm seeing with this Apple Vision Pro. Like, there's been a lot of VR attempts before. I don't think anything caught on, but this looks like it just works so well that I think this could be the one. Not this version, maybe a more accessible version could be what really takes off, and I could see a lot of gaming happening on it.
This is literally the future of gaming. If you don't, I don't think there's anyone that disagrees either. If you do, you're delusional and insane. Maybe it doesn't just completely take over gaming. I'm sure there will be like cheaper options. In its current state, no, hell no. But it's very, very promising right now, right? Once things become cheaper, lighter, it's not like this big, huge, bulky thing. And even then, the strides that they've made in improving this kind of technology has been pretty damn fast, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have some really really interesting immersive games in the next decade. And honestly, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think sports are going to exist in 20 to 30 years. Everything's just gonna be VR and AR.
How much do these Googles cost? I'm actually curious.
These
They're still
ones right
quite
here are
pricey, right?
$3,500. Like
All right,
that's
all right.
that's a lot, no matter how you like.
Meta has
Yeah,
one that's cheaper though, right? It's like very like much cheaper. It's not very
Like
cheap, but it's
like
much,
three
right?
hundred bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I bet you they're not as good as this one. You know,
I saw a video. Mark Zuckerberg was talking about how like he was expecting it to be better than it is, and he's like, "No, we our goggles still just beat them like in every category," which I think is
really.
probably BS, right? But
Yeah.
he wouldn't say that for no reason. So they probably should have been better than they actually are. But
But with that being said, like if I had an extra $3,500 to throw at something like this, I think it'd be cool. I'd get it just to try it.
yeah.